everyone, this is Zonal Marking. I'm Amin and this is Iskander. And today we're going to be taking a look at the newest of news in the world of football, and we have a couple fun, interesting ones. And he's going to start us off today. But before he does that, I want to tell you guys to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like this video if you like it, leave a comment. And if you haven't watched the last video yet, I'm going to leave a link down in the description. But now you can start.
For today, we have a lot of fresh news from Italy. To start off, Roma want to sign Napoli's forward Dries Mertens, reports Corriere dello Sport. According to them, Roma is willing to offer Mertens a 3-year contract with a wage of 3.5 million euros per season, plus bonuses. But the player isn't interested in Roma offer and is considering other options. Napoli's president Aurelio De Laurentiis offered the 33-year-old Belgian a 2-year contract and 4.5 million euros a year and plus 2.5 million euros for extending the contract. His current contract with Napoli is expiring at the end of the season. Inter, Juventus, Chelsea and Newcastle are also interested in signing the Belgian. What do you think about this?
Now, I want to know what's going on in Roma's head. Like, do they really think Mertens will accept their offer, which is worse than the one that Napoli is providing, in exchange to leave the club he's spent a long time in? He plays a big role in that club. They're offering him a better contract, and plus they're gonna give him bonuses. And I think if he is gonna leave, he might leave to Juventus only because of Sarri.
Yeah, he's already 33-year-old and he's a Napoli legend. So I don't see this move happening. Him going to Roma, and Roma are not even guaranteed to play in the Champions League football next season. And I'm sure Mertens wants to play Champions League football, so most likely he will stay in Juventus, go to Chelsea, or move to Juventus.
Yeah, either Juventus or he's staying.
Yeah. Next, you can read the next one.
Okay. And now we have Inter Milan. They have discussed Paul Pogba's transfer with Mino Raiola. Man United's midfielder Paul Pogba might continue his career in Inter Milan, according to Tutto Sport. Inter Milan's president has already contacted the Frenchman's agent and discussed the possibility of the transfer, since the midfielder is keen on leaving his current club, and it's predicted that Inter's manager Antonio Conte, who Pogba has already worked with at Juventus, will play a key role in completing this transfer. Inter Milan's sports director will also play a role in completing the transfer, having already influenced Paul Pogba's transfer from Manchester United to Juventus back when Pogba was 19. Now, what do you think about that?
Yeah, I don't think this one happening either, because Paul Pogba, as we know that he's recovering from injury right now, and I don't see this move happening, him going to Inter Milan. Most likely he will go to Juventus. Yeah, I don't think this one happening.
And I think he will go to Juventus because Pogba wants to play for the best team that he can. In Juventus, they're bringing in a lot of players right now. Well, they want to at least. And they already have a good, strong, solid squad with a good manager. And this is probably the move that Pogba will want.
Yeah, and Juventus can probably give their midfield players like Rabiot, Ramsey
in exchange.
Yeah, in exchange for Pogba, because Man United need
more players,
more fresh players. Yeah.
With good quality, yes.
Next, we have another news from Italy, which is about Andrea Pirlo. He said that he's ready to coach abroad. He has already held negotiations with several teams. The ex-Juventus midfielder said he is ready to start coaching.
Okay, and I kind of like these news. I mean, this news, or whatever. But because I'm a fan of Pirlo, because I think he excelled as a player over other midfielders. He's definitely one of the best players to ever come out. But I think it's going to be really interesting to see him become a coach, because to just think about all the things he could probably do with his knowledge, with the great knowledge that he has.
Yeah, and him saying abroad. Do you think he means abroad from Italy or Italy?
Well, I think that depends where he lives right now, because the last team he played for was
New York.
Yeah, New York City, and that was in America.
Yeah.
So is he saying abroad, like outside of the U.S. or abroad outside of Italy?
Yeah.
But either way, so it's either going to be not Italy or not America, and still kind of intrigued to see what's going to happen with that.
Yeah, you can read the next one.
Okay, it says the Eredivisie season will be voided and no one will be crowned as champions this season. Oof.
Yeah, this is a I mean, it's because of the coronavirus. And Hakim Ziyech, for Ajax midfielder, he said that it's really stupid and dumb because he brought up the situation in 2007 where PSV won the Eredivisie by the goal difference, and now Ajax are in the first place. So he kind of
Went off on
yeah.
him. Yeah. Well, I kind of understand him because being an Ajax player, you worked hard all season long. You worked hard, and then at the end of the season, this coronavirus thing pops up, and then all of a sudden they're like, "We're not gonna crown anyone," which is pretty stupid.
But Ajax will play in the Champions League qualifications.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, they're probably gonna make it through, even though Ziyech is leaving the team. I think they're gonna strengthen the squad and have even more young players come out from the academy.
Yeah, I don't think he wanted to end his Ajax career like this without
Yeah.
winning anything. Yeah. Moving on, we have another news from Italy, which is Jorginho wants a transfer to Juventus, which is I'm not surprised. The Sarri is the Juventus coach, so the player is Sarri's main transfer priority for this summer, reports sports media said. Chelsea's midfielder might continue his career in Juventus. The player would be happy to work under Maurizio Sarri again after working with him over at Napoli.
Yeah, I think this sounds great for Jorginho because, well, first of all, I think it might be time for him to leave Chelsea. And second of all, Juventus sounds like a perfect team for him, especially with Sarri as coach. And again, this is the third news we're hearing about Juventus making a transfer, a possible transfer already, which I think sounds great. And who knows, maybe Juventus will actually win the Champions League next season.
Yeah, and I don't think Frank Lampard wants him leaving because he's a big part of his team. He holds the ball well, he's good in possession, which is Frank Lampard's philosophy. So I think Chelsea will fight till the end to keep him in their team.
But the thing with this transfer is, if Jorginho does end up leaving, we will probably see Loftus-Cheek playing a lot more in the first team. And going back to our first video, we're definitely going to see Billy Gilmore play a way bigger role in the squad, which I'm also interested in seeing.
Yeah, but again, right now, Jorginho and Loftus-Cheek, Billy Gilmore, with due respect, it's a big difference.
Yes.
Jorginho and them, so
Experience and consistent quality.
yeah.
But the next news we have is that Man City is interested in signing Houssem Aouar, and the French side, Olympique Lyon, is asking for 50 million euros for the Frenchman. And according to RMC Sport, Manchester City were already interested in the signing of the 21-year-old midfielder last season, and Man City has already contacted Lyon with the possibility of a transfer last season. So it is also stated that Pep Guardiola is a big fan of the Frenchman's talent, although Man City isn't the only contender for the midfielder, with both PSG and Juventus being interested in the French midfielder. But this season, Aouar played 25 games for Lyon in Ligue 1, and scored 3 goals and gave 5 assists.
Yeah, I could see this move happening because, as we read in this news, Pep Guardiola is a big fan of his talent, and David Silva, I think his contract is running out, but they might extend it, but he's also getting old I think he's at the age of 34 or 35. So for Man City, it would be a great signing.
Yeah, and I've known about Aouar at the time when he was just coming up into the first team, and I monitored him closely. He's a great player. He's a really decent midfielder that I think Man City could really use at the moment because he can pass, he can shoot, he's a really all-round midfielder.
He will for sure fit their game.
Yes.
And yeah.
And I think Pep Guardiola will know exactly what to do with him.
Yeah. Next we have, again, Juventus, and related to Italy. They are interested in signing Thomas Partey. Atletico Madrid midfielder Thomas Partey might continue his career in Italy. The 26-year-old has got interest in Juventus according to Marca. Bianconeri think that he can strengthen their midfield, and Juventus is ready to pay his 50 million release clause. But Partey doesn't want to discuss any transfer possibilities before his contract with Atletico Madrid doesn't get sorted out. His contract expires in 2023, by the way.
I think Thomas Partey is doing the right thing because honestly, what is Juventus thinking? What kind of a squad are they trying to get for next season?
Yeah, I mean, he is more defensive midfielder, and Sarri wouldn't put him in the starting lineup like he did in Chelsea. He changed Kante's role. He changed him from CDM to central midfielder, and Kante didn't do his, like, he didn't use his strength like he did with Antonio Conte or with Leicester when they won the Premier League. So,
And this definitely won't benefit Partey because, well, I've seen him play as right back a couple of times for Atletico Madrid when they needed him to, and he's definitely not the best right back for Juventus, even as a substitute. So,
yeah, and right now, I mean, even Cuadrado plays a right back
Exactly.
because,
and he would do that job better than Thomas Partey. So.
yeah.
But
Yeah, because Danilo is injured,
yes,
and they sold Cancelo to City, so
which was a horrible transfer in my opinion. And by Cancelo too, I don't know why he would leave to Man City at a time when Juventus is signing good players.
yeah, like De Ligt, Ronaldo, the Portuguese, yeah, and Cancelo is also Portuguese, so yeah, we will see.
But for today, this is it, guys. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and just comment down below if you think any of these transfers sound realistic. But thank you for being with us. See you next time, and remember,
All for football.
and football for all.
Thank you. Goodbye.